Hello friends, let's solve this example using cost of living index number. The question says prepare the index number of the group of fuel expenditure for these data. In the question they have given us item of fuels, they have given us quantity for the base year 2012 that is Q0, price for the base year 2012 that is P0 and price for the current year 2014 that is P1. So let's put this data in the solution sheet. Item has been already given in the question. Year 2012 Q0, P0, quantity and price of base year. Year 2014 is the current year, so price of the current year. They have given us quantity of the base year. So we have already discussed this in our last session that if base year is given, then we need to apply the formula sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100. It's nothing but last year's index number. So first we'll calculate sigma P1 Q0. So let's do it. 30 into 5 will give me 150. 45 into 20 will give me 900. 25 into 5 will give me 125. And 1 into 10 will give me 10. So total of P1 Q0 is 1185. So sigma P1 Q0 is 1185. Now let's do it for P0 Q0. 25 into 5 will give us 125. 14 into 20 will give us 800. 22 into 5 will give us 110. And 0.9 into 10 will give us 9. So let's do totaling of P0 Q0. So sigma P0 Q0 is 1044. So now we'll apply these values in the formula. Index number for fuel expenditure is equal to sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100. We have already calculated sigma P1 Q0 as 1185 and sigma P0 Q0 as 1044. So let's substitute these values. So 1185 upon 1044 into 100 will give us 113.5057. So index number for fuel expenditure is 113.51. So now let's go back to the question. It says prepare the index number of the group of fuel expenditure from this data. We have already prepared index number using these data. Now if the expenditure for food, clothing, house rent and miscellaneous group in the year 2015 are 3, 2.5, 4.5 and 3.25 times respectively that of year 2012, and if the expenditure of these groups are 42%, 15%, 10%, 12% respectively of the total expenditure, then prepare the cost of living index number for the workers. So they want us to prepare cost of living index number for the workers. So now let's take one item at a time. For food, they have said that the expenditure is 3 times that of the year 2012. So 2012 is base year and we know that base year is always 100. So 3 times of the base year and the weightage given is 42%. So let's note this down in the answer sheet. They have said 3 times the base year, which is always 100. So index number for food is 300 and the weightage they have given is 42%. So I have written 42 over here. For clothing, they say it's 2.5 times the year 2012, that is the base year, and the weightage given is 15%. So we'll just note it down. 2.5 times the base year, so 2.5 into 100 will give us 250, and the weightage given in the question is 15. For house rent, they say 4.5 times the base year and the weightage given is 10. So we'll just take it down. 4.5 times the base year, that is 100. So we'll get 450 and the weight given is 10. For miscellaneous expenses, they say 3.25 times the base year and the weightage given is 12. So we'll just take it down. 3.25 into 100 will give us 325 and the weightage given is 12. Now they haven't mentioned anything about fuel over here, but as you guys already know, we have already found index number for fuel using this data. So we'll just go back to our solution of index number for fuel. So we have already found out 113.51 as index number for fuel. So I'll just note this down. 113.5, we already found this. Now the question arises, we don't have weight for fuel, but we already know the weights of other items are given in terms of percentage and the total has to be 100. So in order to find weight for fuel, we'll just sum up these items and deduct from 100. So if I sum up these items, I get 79. So I'll just deduct 79 from 100. So I'll get 21 as weight for fuel. So now we have everything required in the formula to calculate cost of living index number. So let's calculate it. We have already calculated I, we had W in the question. So now we will calculate IW. For food, 300 into 42 will give me 12,600. For clothing, 250 into 15 will give us 3750. House rent, 450 into 10 will give us 4500. Miscellaneous, 325 into 12 will give us 3900. And fuel, 113.5 into 21 will give us 2383.71. So now let's do the totaling of IW. So we get sigma IW as 27133.71. So now we'll substitute these values. The formula for cost of living index number is equal to sigma IW upon sigma W. So we have already calculated sigma IW as 27,133.71 and sigma W is 100. So we'll substitute these values. So I get 27,133.71 upon 100 is equal to 271.34. So cost of living index number is 271.34.